Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Gabe. If this is your guys' first time watching one of my videos, I do content mainly on my F80 M3. I also own a GTI. I haven't made any content on that lately at all. But yeah, today's video I'm going to talk about how I almost bought an M3. I was probably seconds away from buying an M3 before it all went wrong. So this guy was located out of San Clemente. I was searching on Craigslist, Car Gurus. I was searching everywhere for somebody with a local M3, basically. There was a couple on there, but it just seems like right now the market, it's like guys wanting way too much for their manuals, which is like, you know, close to $20,000 for a damn 6-speed manual right now for an E46 M3. That's pretty much what everyone's asking for. So I don't have that money to drop on an older car like that. I'm not gonna do it. Although, you know, it might be a good investment. It might rise in price. I just feel like 20 grand for a 6-speed manual E46 is asking a little too much right now. I think honestly a car is probably only worth, if you find a clean one, about 15 grand. But that's besides the point. I was looking, and I found a nice color, nice spec, but it had an SMG in it. So I was already planning, you know, if I do get the car, immediately take it to 2M Auto Works, because I had just talked to Dave down there. Dave's the shop owner, and see if we can swap it to a manual. And he said, yeah, we'll do it. Currently the F80's at the shop right now getting some work done. And the plan was to drop it off on Friday, probably the day this video comes out. Drop off the E46 M3 on Friday to have that manual swap done, and then pick up my F80 and drive home with that. But that wasn't the case. So found this guy with the rare spec. It was Mystic Blue with Dove Gray. Yeah, Dove Gray interior, out of San Clemente. Found him, was texting him, trying to get as much info as I can. He tells me, you know, he's a small dealer. He doesn't have much info on it or service record because it was a trade-in, which was bullshit. It was actually an auction bought car, and so I asked him for the VIN so I can read, so I can look up the Carfax. Carfax comes up good, 2 owners, no accidents. So that's, I really don't think that owners matter, because, you know, one owner can beat the shit out of the car, and, you know, who knows what the second one did to it, you know? So I don't think really owners matter, but accidents do, to me at least. And this one was no accidents. SMG with 148,000 miles on it. He was asking $9,500, including tax, registration, all that. Well, this is Craigslist, so you already know I'm gonna bargain with him. So I told him, you know, I would shoot him an offer after we did a pre-purchase inspection if he was good with that. He said, yeah, sure, that's fine. You find the shop, you let me know where to go, and I'll take the car. So I found a local shop. It was called OC German Auto. It's out there in San Clemente as well. Owner seemed pretty chill, very knowledgeable on the E46 chassis as well. He races E36s as well. And he inspected it. I went down there while he was inspecting it, or while he was finishing up his findings, what he found. And I'm gonna post pictures of it right now. So if you guys are seeing the pictures right now, you'll see it's very clean from the pictures, right? Looks super clean. You know, that's a nice color blue, you know? The interior doesn't look bad. But in reality, the fucking car was beat to shit. It had dents on the front fender, dents on the rear quarter panel, both on the driver's side, bad scratches. It looked like this owner had parked the car next to some asshole like every day for an entire year, because the asshole must have just kept fucking opening the door up on his car. So the the passenger side door was just dented all over with paint chips. Keep in mind, this guy told me that there was no dents, there was no scratches, no chips, nothing wrong with the paint. Everything was great. The roof was starting to get a little bit of clear paint. Some of the clear coat was starting to come off the paint. So immediately my stomach didn't feel right already, you know. I was waiting for the owner to show up while I was looking at the car, walking it around with the mechanic. And my gut feeling was just like, this doesn't seem like the right choice to get. So he shows me around the car. One of the mirrors was jacked up. It was like really loose, the driver's side mirror. The mirror inside was not OEM. If you own an E46 M3, you know they have that really specific oval shaped mirror that usually goes out. And it was replaced. It wasn't even like an E46 like 330i mirror. It was some like fucking piece of shit that he probably got at AutoZone or something. Not saying that the guy got it like that or did that to it, but you know, it was like that when it showed up at the shop. Muffler was deleted, and if you've ever heard of E46, you know they're raspy, but without a muffler, it like takes it to a whole new level. It sounds like a fucking Honda Civic Ricer type shit, and it doesn't sound good at all. I wasn't really stressing over that. I was planning on getting an exhaust like the same damn day, just because I don't like the stock exhaust note. It seems too like tin canish. So I wasn't tripping about that. Some bushings in the diff needed to be replaced. Had an oil leak as well, but it wasn't like severe. And what else was some of the stuff? Guy told me there was no curb rash on the wheel. Every single wheel was like, it looked like they fucking painted the outside of the wheel. You know how like rim companies will paint like a 3-piece rim will have like the lip painted. It looked like that, but with curb rash. So that headliner was falling out. What else? Seats were cracked pretty bad. Steering wheel was like rotting. It was gross. The steering wheel was disgusting. It was sticky. And not only that, when I test drove it shortly after we got it off the rack, I test drove it with the owner's son in the car. He seemed like my age, mid-20s or whatever. I would like turn the wheel and get no response. And we're talking about M cars here, especially the E46 and E92, which are like notorious for their amazing steering feel, right? The hydraulic steering in those cars is supposed to be some of the best in the world, or some of the best that has ever, ever been made. And I'm sitting there playing with the steering wheel, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? There's nothing like happening here. I'm like turning it, you know? So knew something was wrong with that had to be fixed. And that could be anything. That I looked online, that could have been either like a little $50 part, that like a bolt fell out, or it could be a whole new steering rack that needs to be replaced. So who knew? So I went home. The guy was like literally trying to get me to impulse buy on the spot. He's like, yeah, let's drive to the bank. Let's test drive it and drive it to the bank, so that way, you know, you can buy it. And not anybody who knows me knows I'm not an impulse buyer at all. So, you know, I told him, no, I'm not looking to buy right now. I just want to drive it around, and then I'll get back to you tomorrow, and that's when I'll buy it if I do. He's like, okay, that's fine, that's fine. So I test drove it. Car pulled fine. The SMG gearbox is shit, but you know, I already knew that going into it. Car was loud, obnoxiously loud. I was like almost afraid to pull it all the way to like the 8,500 RPM red line that it has. But I did a couple times just to make sure the car pulled hard all the way through. It did. So mechanically it was fine, except for that steering feel felt like shit. And so I went home that night, told the guy that I would shoot him offer and then get back to him later that night. I told him I would do $7 grand. Realistically, I was okay with anywhere from 75 to 8 grand. That was just a lot of work, cosmetic work that needs to be done. and paint correction that would need to be done to that car. The mirrors need to be replaced. I need to find out what's wrong with that steering. I mentioned this all to him. The diff bushings, need to make sure those are good to go. So I definitely told him all these things as to why I came up with a $7,000 offer. He counter offered with $8,500, and he said, I can't do anything less than that. This is what I've paid for the car. As you can see, I can't go any lower. And then he showed me a picture of what he paid for at the auction house. At the auction house, he paid $7,200 plus the auction house fees was like $380 or something. So he paid about roughly, I think it said $7,600. And I told him, hey man, well, your car just, you know, there's a lot of work to do. I can't see myself paying more than $8,000. So if you're willing to do 8, I'll come over and pick up the car tomorrow. And he was like, $8,200 and you come pick it up tomorrow. And I was like, okay, that's tax, registration, everything included, right? You're a small dealer, so that shouldn't be an issue. He's like, yes, just come pick up the car tomorrow. Sorry, I'm reading a notification on my phone. Yeah, just come pick it up tomorrow, and we'll handle it. So I was like, okay, cool. It's early in the morning. It's like 8 o'clock. I'm already down there in Oceanside because I had a meeting at work. Got done with my meeting around 9, and I'm calling my bank, and I'm texting the guy, hey, I'm about to pull out my auto loan, and I need to know what your small dealer's name is so that way I can put it on the loan. And he tells me it's like Premier Auto Sales or some bullshit. And I was like, okay, cool. He's like, just make sure your bank doesn't need a title lien or a lien on the title, or you'll be paying them the tax and registration. And I said, okay, I thought we had discussed this, that it was included in the deal. And I was like, whenever I pulled out a loan, they've never asked me to pay for registration and tax to them ever. So, and he's like, oh no, I can't make that deal. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, did you see what I paid for the car? I was like, yes, I saw what you paid for the car. The car's not worth what you paid though, honestly. Even the mechanic had told me that after they had left and I had to come pay for the pre-purchase inspection. He was telling me, like, I wouldn't offer him more than $7,000. That's what he told me. So he was like, no, I can't do tax and registration as well. I told you $9,500 with tax and registration included. And I was like, wow, man, that's not how you do business. Like, what the hell is this? Last minute changes like this. I'm literally on the phone with the bank at this time, texting him and then talking to the lady. And the lady's like, sir, are you there? And I was like, ma'am, actually, I'm not gonna be buying this car. Sorry. You know, gotta go, basically. And she's like, okay, that's no problem, whatever. And so I got off the phone with her, and then this guy was like, you know, I told him I was like, that's not how you do business. That's not professional at all. And he's like, well, have a good day and thanks for your interest. And I was like, yeah, okay, good luck with your sale. So the guy literally switched it out on me like seconds before I'm about to take out a loan on the car. And yeah, it was pretty shitty. I don't even think I was really mad. I was just, at that time I was laughing because I was like, wow, this guy is something else, you know. That's pretty shitty of somebody to do, but it is what it is. The hunt still continues. Honestly, the market right now is very dry with E46 M3 sticks that aren't, you know, charging an arm and a leg premium. So until I find something, you know, I think I'm just gonna keep the GTI for now, because it just seems to just be, you know, very convenient and very reliable. So I'll probably keep that around, but as soon as I get my hands on an E46 M3, you guys already know I'm gonna be bringing content to that, because the F80 M3 build is wrapping up here, you know, next week sometime. So got to get started on something else to give you guys some content to enjoy. So if you guys like my video, please like, subscribe, comment if you have any questions for me. I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. I will leave my Instagram in the bio below, or sorry, in the description below for you guys to check out. And like I said before, if this is your first video watching me, if you found me through looking up E46s, I make content primarily on my F80 M3. It's tuned, it's full bolt-on, it's getting some visual mods done right now. But yeah, I usually do videos on that, drives, technical topics, stuff like that. I know I haven't really been putting out too much content lately, but I'm trying to get back on it. It's just a little busy with the holiday season right now. But that'll do it for this video, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks. Good night.